Jesus. It was not this passive acceptance of, well, I guess this is just how it's going to be. And it wasn't this active kind of rebellion against all dictate the future. For Jesus, prayer was being open to the God who's at work here and now. But to be open to the creative working of God in the world here and now, you have to be honest. So when Jesus is saying things like, is there any way for this cup to be taken so I don't have to drink it? He's being brutally honest with God. God, I don't really want to go through this. Like it says in the book of Psalms, chapter 13, where the writer says, God, how long will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? Jesus came from a long tradition of people who saw prayer as brutal honesty with God. Some people think that half of the Psalms were laments, people grieving and outpouring their anguish in times of great suffering and torment. People shaking their fist at God, challenging God, doubting with God, wrestling with God, questioning God. God can handle what you're thinking. God can handle how you're feeling. God can handle what you're saying. Prayer, if it's anything, is truth. It's being honest with your Maker. But for Jesus, it wasn't just honesty that's going on in the garden when he's praying to his Father. But Jesus' questions assume that he is going to be involved in some way in the answer. Jesus' assumption is there's some role for him to play in this creative, ongoing work of God in the world. And some people pray and they say, well, God just didn't answer my prayer, but maybe they were the answer to their prayer. Don't ask God to feed someone who's hungry if you have plenty of food. Like it says in the book of James, the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Somebody who believes that the God who created the universe is at work here and now, and somebody who's open to that, somebody who's aware, who's watching, who's listening, somebody who's looking for their role to play in the ongoing creation of the world, well, that is going to be powerful. Prayer isn't just like a formality or some sort of list or some sort of rote ritual that you just have to get through so that you can get on with your day. Like it says in the New Testament, pray unceasingly. Prayer is your whole posture towards life. It's way more than just words. It's the whole way that you see everything going on around you. And so prayer is being still, it's meditating, it's reflecting, it's listening, it's waking up, and it's when you never stop asking the question, what is God up to right here, right now, and how can I be a part of it? God's desire is that the divine energy that made the world would flow between us and in the process draw us closer together. Prayer is tapping into the same energy that formed the universe. That's why people say that they can feel prayers. It's because we can. Praying connects us to the people and things we're praying for. Prayer enlarges our perspective. Praying gives us a bigger heart. Praying makes us feel things. Praying changes things, but prayer changes us. Praying makes us better people. So when people ask all sorts of questions, why didn't God do this? Why did God do this? Why did God show up then? Why did God make a miracle happen there? Why did God say yes to this prayer and no to this prayer? I don't know. Standing over that clear plastic box, watching that little boy fighting for his life, I don't know why some situations go one way and some situations go another. But I do know that you and I can be open to the new thing that's coming into being. Not my will, but yours be done. whole life be a prayer. And may you be honest with God as you become more and more open to your role in the ongoing creation of the world.